All right, so hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the messages for you today. This is for Aquarius and those with strong or significant Aquarian placements in their charts. All right, I'm going to be using my Oracle of the Mermaids to give you an overall theme for the month, and then I'm going to be using my Naked Heart Tarot for insights into what your month looks like. For those of you not familiar with me or the channel and you're new, I have no filter. I don't sugarcoat my messages. I just read. All right. So if that's not your thing, you got kids around, don't appreciate, that kind of raw message delivery, then I'm always very respectful of that. I give you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, we're going to be getting into this for Aquarius for June. So Spirit, please. What is going on with Aquarian energy for June? What is the theme of their June? What is going on for Aquarius? Aquarian energy for June. Adrift. Card number 27, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. It's time to just flow, float and flow. No effort required. No effort required. Just flow. Letting go is about saying, you know what, Spirit, I trust you. If I'm working really hard at something, or I've been trying really hard for a long time at something, I understand it's my time to take my hands off the wheel and just let you drive. I don't need to know where we're going. I can trust you. I'll end up exactly where I need to be. Allowing yourself to go with the flow and just let Spirit take you wherever you need to be. You don't need to try right now. You just need to let go of control. Let go of the wheel and stop trying, right? What does June look like? What does this flow look like? Like if you're in the middle of a storm, let Spirit drift you right on out the storm. Let it flow you right out of it. You're in an environment where the energy is stormy or cloudy or confusing or dark. Let Spirit drive you right on out. We got the Emperor, Sky Father, King of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Emperor, please. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor for Aquarius and Aquarius energies. Clarify the Heart of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Heart of Pentacles in the reverse. The Five of Pentacles. Spirit of Wands on the bottom with the 10 of Pentacles on top. Okay. Aquarius. Conscious energy that you're aware of is the dream reality. The happy home, the happy family, the ideal. Very aware of it and or in it. The bottom of the deck is a mastery of soul fire. Your ability to manifest, especially in regards to joy or the family or a twin flame dynamic with the Four of Wands under that. Something's been slow moving. You might have even felt betrayed or been feeling like something's ruined in it. Okay. Because we have the Ten of Swords under that. We have the movement of coin and then the Ten of Swords. Okay. The Emperor is clarified by the Four of Cups. Divine masculine energy within the self. Is sitting on an opportunity to overflow. They got their back to it. Divine masculine energy. Could be someone with significant masculine energy in their chart, right? Masculine elements are fire and air. Don't know why, but I'm definitely feeling Capricorn too, and it might be because the Heart of Pentacles is here and it's got Capricorn on the card, and we also have Taurus on the card with the Spirit of Pentacles. We have Aries, Taurus, and Capricorn on the cards, and Leo. I'm feeling like at the beginning of the month, your higher self might realize that you have put yourself up against a wall, or you may feel as if you're up against a wall. It could be like literally talking to someone sometimes and it feels like you're talking to a brick wall. It's kind of the way I'm feeling this. Like you're talking to someone and it feels like you're talking to a brick wall. You can't seem to get through to them. Which is why this adrift energy is there, because you've been resisting the flow of things. If there's a wall in your way, it's because you're not meant to flow that way. There's no flow up against a wall. The Spirit of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles, the Taurean energy is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Looking at this Heart of Pentacles that's clarified by the Six of Cups, which is a unicorn. Someone who is not replaceable to you. There is only one of them in the world. This could definitely be like a husband and wife or a partnership where the husband and wife are not in alignment. And even though they're looking at each other and recognize each other as partners, that they're contracted, right, in soul, it's almost like they're mirroring each other's misalignment. Because if you're dealing with someone who's like talking to a brick wall, then imagine your higher self is trying to get something through to you, and you are your higher self's brick wall, and they can't seem to get through to you. Okay, which is why you're manifesting the experience you're manifesting. Your higher self is trying to get something clear to you that you're flowing the wrong way, and it's meeting you as a brick wall. You need to get out of your own way. You need to get out of your own way and let your spirit flow. Just like this person needs to get out of your way so that you can flow. I'm feeling like there's some kind of disagreement on priority, possibly concerning earthly matters. Things that are in the reality, whether it's finances or family, like people. There's a disconnect in what's being prioritized between the two of you. One might be prioritizing money and building and the rise financially, and the other might be prioritizing the sacredness of soul connections, people or relationships that are irreplaceable. There's only one of them. And because of this disconnect or this misalignment between the two, I feel like financially things aren't as good as they possibly could be. And that the soul connections are in fact not being prioritized because they're so focused on the misalignment that neither of them are actually focusing on what's important. Because instead of prioritizing one person prioritizing one and one person prioritizing the other, if they both prioritized the opposite, it's almost like they would fall into alignment. Like there has to be some kind of merging so that both can be equally prioritized, because while they think one person is prioritizing one and one person is prioritizing the other, in the reality, neither are actually being as good as they could be. They're not seeing the value of what the other is placing importance on. I think the person here, represented by the King of Pentacles, needs to understand the actual value of the sacred soul connections, the one-of-a-kinds in the world that the Heart of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, is prioritizing or is expressing it has to be a priority. The King of Pentacles has to understand that is of equal priority to whatever they're trying to achieve financially. And the Queen of Pentacles needs to truly understand the priority in building financial security, contracts and commitments made in order to accelerate the teamwork in it, because these ants are all working as a part of a team. They're a unit, individuals in a unit working together. Because this priority of rising financially is important. These two people need to understand how when they both prioritize equally what the other values to what they value as individuals, that everything ends up falling into place. I also feel like there may need to be some kind of loss in order for the two to see clearly. Or there's going to be some kind of loss manifested because they're not seeing eye to eye in these priorities. It's like one's looking at one's priority and saying, I can't worry about that right now. I have to worry about this. And the other's like, well, I can't worry about that. You know, I can't worry about building and rise because I need to worry. This is important. This is more important than that. And the other is saying the same thing. No, this is more important than that right now. And technically they're both wrong. One is not more important than the other. They are both equally important. And if they don't understand that, if it can't get through to them, right? If spirit can't get through to them, then they're gonna end up manifesting some kind of a loss. Feeling misplaced from each other. Feeling broken or devalued or out of place. The energy is going to feel very wonky and off, like it's not supposed to be this way. Spirit's giving you a heads up. With the crystal ball here, it's almost like Spirit's letting you know, you stay in that fucking alignment and you're going to see that the brokenness is in your future. Like Spirit's giving you a heads up. If you stay in this fucking energy where you are literally up against brick walls with each other and you're not listening to your higher self, you're not listening to Spirit, and you just keep ramming your head against that wall, you're going to crack your fucking head open. You can't get through the wall. There has to be another way. You got to go with the flow. You got to do what you're being called to do by Spirit. You need to get out of your own way. If the Heart of Pentacles is dead set on prioritizing sacred soul connections, one-of-a-kind soul connections with irreplaceable individuals, then they really need to focus on how they can raise their stability or their finances. And whoever is focusing on the finances, if they really want to make it worth it, the rise, they seriously got to do it by incorporating their sacred soul connections. Ding. Divine confirmation. They have to include their sacred soul connections as a priority. They have to incorporate it. Incorporate them. Because your higher self is literally looking at you like you are sitting on an opportunity for overflow. You are watching joy just be in the background of your mind. You're missing an opportunity to create better by being in your own way, being really fucking bullheaded or stubborn. Like insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. You're being met with a brick wall. You got to get out of your own way. It's not that you can't spend time focusing on what you prioritize truly, but you have to give equal value to prioritizing the other priority. One person just can't focus on money, and one person can't just focus on sacred soul connections. Whoever is focusing on sacred soul connections needs to place equal value in making money or stabilizing finances or rising the financial situation. They need to put equal energy into it. It doesn't have to be equal hours or equal time, but it has to be equal value and equal energy, and vice versa. If you're the one that's focusing on the finances and the rise and the stability and improving life in the experience that way, then when you're done doing that, you also have to have equal energy invested in your sacred soul connections, your unicorns. Because the crystal ball would tell you that you're manifesting a broken state of experience. No one wants to leave their home. You know what I mean? No one wants to lose what feels like home. No one wants to feel misplaced. Especially if, family situation, right? If you're very aware of the family dynamic with the Ten of Pentacles. It could be like one person works all day and one person stays home taking care of the kids. Well, when the person comes home from work, they have to take over taking care of the kids so that the other person who took care of the kids all day can focus on their work. They have to be a team. They both have to prioritize both because it allows both people to flow. They're not in each other's way anymore. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you. And I hope hearing this in advance puts you in the right direction away from your walls. Like if this person's saying, I need time to myself, well, then be the person to give them time to themselves. And if you're the person taking time for yourself away from them, then allow yourself to be present. Legit treat your sacred soul connections as fucking sacred. Invest energy into allowing the other priorities to be equal. That is what you're moving through for June. Let me know how this resonates with you, Aqua. Let me know in the comments if you're feeling this up against a brick wall, right? Talking to someone who's like a brick wall. that it's just not getting through to them the importance of what you're doing, and vice versa. Because it's like neither of you are wrong in your priorities, but you're both wrong in prioritizing only one of them. Let me know in the comments. Spirit's definitely giving you a heads up. Like, this is what's coming. The broken feeling, the devaluing of everything is what's coming if you don't correct this. This is a straight up heads up. Straight up heads up. Like, don't say you weren't warned. Don't say you weren't warned. This shit doesn't get cleaned up. Like, no, that's on you. You've got to make choices and take actions in your highest good, right? Mastery of willpower, mastery of drive, mastery of the self, your ability to create. You got to tune into that energy. Or this is straight up going to be an I told you so. Like, you were warned. This is the energy and the alignment that you're dealing with for June. Be well aware of it. Correct it. Stop trying to control shit. Do what you need to do to prioritize both. Just do it. You don't need anybody's permission to do both. You don't need anybody's permission to step away and focus on and prioritize something else. Just like the other person doesn't need permission to deal with and be a part of, be present for something that they're done focusing on, whatever it was prior in the day. You don't need permission to focus on your finances after dealing with your sacred soul connections all day. And they don't need permission to deal with their, or be present for, because deal with just sounds terrible. They don't need permission to be present for their sacred soul connections after focusing on finances all day. No one needs to give them permission to be present. They can just simply choose to be present, and you could just simply choose to do your thing. Because if you're choosing to do your thing, they have no other option but to make their sacred soul connections a priority so that you can do that. Like, you feel like working? Go work. They will have to spend time with their sacred soul connections and fill in, because you've removed yourself from the situation to go focus on what they prioritize. And vice versa. If someone steps in and just simply starts taking care of the soul connections and relieves the other person of their duties, they can simply just go and focus on what they want to focus on. Like, you don't need each other's permission to go do what you need to do. You just do it. Just do it. This is what I'm doing right now. Allow the course to correct itself. Allow for the course correction. Don't tell me you don't feel like prioritizing what is super fucking important to your partner. What is super important to your own soul. Don't fucking sit there and tell me not that you can't prioritize it. You don't feel like it. That's bullshit. Get it done. Willpower. Get it the fuck done. Because what you want is the 10 of Pentacles, not the fucking 5. You want the happy family, the happy reality, the dream. You don't want this broken shit. Truth. All right. Till next time, guys. Divine Rebel Racey signing out. Remember, love each other. Love yourselves. Bye, everybody.